Okay, hi. Today I'm going to be making a video for my family to show them how to properly wash their hands. They can't be on video right now because they're working on stuff, but they are behind the camera and watching from afar. So first I'm going to talk out how you're supposed to wash your hands, make sure we've got all the steps down, and then we'll go and I'll actually show you how to be doing the washing of the hands. So let's get started. First of all, what you're going to do, you're going to need to grab 2 paper towels for use at the end, so you don't have to worry about it when your hands are all wet. Second, what you're going to do to start washing your hands, make sure your sleeves are rolled up, everything's back so it's easy, you're not getting water everywhere. And you're going to turn on the faucet. I like to use the back of my hand when I can, just because touching stuff, you never know what you could be touching, and it's an easier way to minimize infection and spread of germs. So I turn it on with the back of my hand and I let it warm up. And after it's kind of started warming up, I decide it's warm enough and I am going to start rinsing my hands, get them all wet. And now that they're all wet, I take my soap. Again, I try and use the back of my hand to pump the soap, and you're gonna get a pump the size of about 1 teaspoon. So this looks to be definitely enough. On my Bath and Body Works soap, it's 2 pumps, so that should be good. And now, using this pump, I'm gonna lather all over my hands, fronts, backs, everywhere I can, and then a little bit onto the wrists. So see, I've got both my hands lathered up in soap. And now what I'm gonna start to do next, this will take about 20 seconds when I'm actually washing my hands and not explaining it, but these next steps are all the different areas that you're gonna need to wash your hands at. So first we're gonna start off with circular motions like this to get the palms of your hands. Pay attention to how it creases in your hands around your knuckles, creases in your palm. Lather it in there. And then you're gonna go to the back of your hands, same thing. Lather on the creases in the knuckles, indents on your wrist, on both sides, both backs of your hands. Now we're gonna move on to each finger. So each finger we're gonna scrub with the opposite hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're gonna do this to all your fingers. Make sure you're getting the top, sides, all parts of your finger, especially the fingertips, which is where you're gonna be touching most stuff. So that's where the germs are. All right, so now that we've finished that, we're gonna rub our knuckles. So take your knuckle and kind of rub it with the opposite hand's palm. Get whatever stuff might be left there in the creases. And repeat for the opposite hand. Now, going for the in between your fingers, the inner phalanges, and rubbing in those creases as well. Even the one in between your thumb and your pointer finger. And we're gonna check under our fingernails too. If you're like me and you have long nails right now, make sure there's nothing hiding under there. So check all of them. Yep. And finally, go for your wrists. Just kind of give it circular motion around your wrists, make sure nothing's hiding out back there, and that's gotten scrubbed too. So now that that's done, we're gonna rinse our hands, making sure to point our hands down so that the water flows down into the sink and not to our elbows. So here we are, the water got warm. All right, so rinse it down into the sink. All right, your elbows are up, it's rinsed down. Okay. Now that our hands are rinsed, we're gonna wanna grab the faucet, but we don't. Instead, we grab the first paper towel to dry our hands. Make sure you pat your hands dry, don't scrub them dry, because if you scrub them, that could really irritate your skin, and we don't want that. So now that my hands are dry, to turn off the faucet, first I discard the wet paper towel, and then I grab the dry paper towel, turn off the faucet, and now I can also discard this paper towel and I will be done. So like I said, all of that hand scrubbing needs to take place in about 20 seconds. So what we're gonna do here is actually go full speed without explaining all of it, but kind of showing you what to do. And I'm gonna try and keep track of the time by singing happy birthday twice, which is something I think is really easy to remember. And so that's what I like to do when I'm washing my hands. All right, so first again, take your 2 paper towels, separate them, set them off to the side. We're gonna turn on the water again, still nice and warm. And we're gonna repeat the same process. Here we go, I rinse my hands, get some soap, and now I start. All right. Happy birthday to you. Circles. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sophie. Happy birthday to you. All right, number 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sophie. Happy birthday to you. Okay, and I just finished my wrists. That should be good. Now we're gonna rinse it again. So down with your elbows up. Rinse all that soap off. Really go around your hands. And again, remember the paper towels. We got number 1, pat our hands dry. And number 2, to turn off the faucet. All right, so that's how you're gonna properly wash your hands to stop the spread of germs and diseases, which is really important right now. So thank you for watching. Bye.